Welcome back to this daytime ASMR story. For those of you following the storyline, the energy, the messages have not stopped flowing. This illumination as we experience a full moon tonight. So today is March 13th, and as everyone is sleeping and we move into March 14th, we will be experiencing a total lunar eclipse, which brings in this red moon, the blood moon energy. And I have been sharing about this and what is happening during a total lunar eclipse with this blood moon on Patreon and X for you at LucidLifeVibes. So I hope you'll relax with me as I overflow a really inspiring message of growth and that everything is growing and happening. You are the tree of life and you can relax. You can relax in this full blood moon. And for those of you that follow the energy updates, the energy readings, I've been talking about this 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1 energy. And we've been in it since November. And here we are, March 3. And it's interesting, March 13th, March 14th, and this total eclipse of the heart. The sun is in Pisces, however, it's moving into Aries. Pisces can be emotional. However, it's incredibly psychic and knowing. So, inviting you to relax. As you open, soften, and allow to receiving what is perfect and right for you in this now moment. And if you hear any snoring, yes, it's my dog. I experienced the total solar eclipse, the totality last year in April. And the sun and moon eclipse go together. So there's a moon eclipse 2 weeks before the solar. And I can say that the totality of the solar eclipse was incredible. I actually live streamed the totality, and what happened in nature was incredible. It really is an experience. But you don't have to be in totality to experience the magic. And so I want to invite you tonight. You can even do a little research on maybe if the eclipse will be visible in your area. And if you can go out as we move from the 13th into the 14th and experience and if you don't enjoy full moon energy or eclipse energy, you can sleep. You can just sleep about it. And I want to invite you into the awareness that for some people, the eclipse and the full moon energy is just way too much. Like my neighbor's dog is barking right now, and we're friends with the neighbor's dog. And she normally does not bark. However, she's barking, and some humans can bark. It's that werewolf effect of the full moon. It's just the illumination. So I want to invite you to relax. And just like that, the barking dog stopped. So allowing the flow. The moon affects the tides on the earth, the 70% water on the earth and the 70% water in our bodies. It's really interesting because this toadstool, the mushroom 44 message, has been streaming forward just like the dragonfly, which I shared about yesterday, the message from the dragonfly. The dragonfly 12, bringing that 1, 2, 3. However, the toadstool, the mushroom, growth 44, bringing in this 4 vibration of foundation. And moving beyond that 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1 into the 4, the foundation. And it's interesting because we are moving into March next month, as many of us will be experiencing the spring equinox as we move into Aries season. And there's this springing forward, but also the sun and the recharge and the enlightenment. So allowing the growth, the enlightenment. 44, 8, 4 plus 4, 8, infinite flow, growth. So when we talk about the mushroom kingdom, the toadstool, it's the mycelium that grows underneath the ground. It's the mycelium that connects all of nature and the roots of the trees, the communication that is the fungi, the mushroom kingdom. It's the mycelium that grows, and it looks like white roots or white lightning, or even like your nervous system. So when you look at your nervous system and then you look at roots and you look at lightning, they all look the same. And that is discharge energy. There's vibration and discharge. Growth is discharge. The roots, the lightning, discharge. So allowing those growth moments, the growing, but this is incredible. And I want to read this to you because just like yesterday, that line in the book about the dragonfly had been streaming through my thoughts. There's a line, a sentence with 44 growth toadstool that has been repeating, and I love it. It's an incredible message. And if you see this red vibration, as I was tuning in and tapping in to sharing this with you, normally I would go live. However, live streaming has been just so many glitches in the matrix, and social media is a hot mess right now while everything is shifting and changing. So I've been going with the flow and following the guidance and the growth for me. And I've just been allowing these spontaneous moments where it's just you and me. And this is timeless. So no matter when you're listening to this, there's a timeless message for you. So I went to the mushrooms when I was really receiving this message of growth and this blood moon. And so I went to the mushrooms, and look at this. There's the bleeding tooth mushroom. Oh my goodness. Look at that. And it's the blood moon. And I want to read this one for you as well. So when mushrooms, fruit, when we see a mushroom on the ground, the earth, or a tree, fallen trees, that's amazing. It's actually miraculous because, mushrooms are cosmic. Gold is also cosmic. There's gold in space. There's mushrooms in space. So it's interesting with the mushrooms because they are vital to Earth, breaking down that decaying process, the recycler. It's amazing. Insects, absolutely. Worms, bugs, but in animals. But the mushroom, the fungus, it breaks it down, eats it up. I could go on and on about the mushroom kingdom and mycelium. And it's interesting because Paul Stamets, which he's an amazing mycologist, he has worked on so many projects where they have used the reishi mushroom from China to assist bees. He's also used fungi to clean up oil spills in the Gulf of Mexico, or the Gulf of America, the Gulf. And so mushrooms are incredible. I could go on and on about the miracles of the mushroom. Natural. And so when we think about a mushroom and you seeing a mushroom, it has created the perfect environment for that mushroom to fruit. So in mycology, you call the mushroom the fruiting body, the fruit. And so that's what's happening. You have this mycelium, the communication network under the ground. And then when the conditions, the environment is perfect, you get a mushroom. So we're going to read about this one along with growth, the toadstool, because this is an incredible energy to relax in this super red moon, the super blood moon energy as you sleep. Now, when we talk about energy, you can feel through it 3 days before, 3 days after. So maybe you've already been feeling this eclipse, lunar eclipse energy. And then I wanted to show you something else. I love how there's this infinity symbol with the mushrooms. And our mushroom here, our toadstool is 44, which is 8. And I'm saying 88 because we have another 8, the 35. So this is interesting because they look the same to me, like a mirror image. They're wearing the same dress. We have these same red colors. And this is that letting go. Now, if you think about it, some of us are going to be experiencing the spring equinox here after this blood moon. However, others are going to be experiencing the autumn, the fall equinox. So while it's spring for some of us, on the other side of the earth, it will be autumn, fall, that balancing of the seasons. And so there's a message of letting go so that you can feel the growth balanced in that letting go That's part of the 8, the infinity, the flow, the in and out, the in and out. And if you think about it, the mushrooms that assisting with the cleanup. So I've been really feeling this declutter vibration of just like spring cleaning. And it's going to be spring for me. And it already feels like spring. So yesterday in the message from the dragonfly, the spirit of spring activation came forward. And now today it's autumn. The spirit guardian of autumn letting go. And so I think that we're in this balance right now, whether you're about to experience spring or autumn, of letting go so that you can feel that springing forward of the growth. All the thoughts and words. So before I read for you, I wanted to bring forward another message from this blood moon. It's actually incredible. So I love the art. I love the activating art. I mean, the word art is in earth. The word art is in heart. It's in fart too. I wanted to share with you that there's this red moon, this blood moon that is repeating. And if you look at some of them, they almost look like it's an eclipse energy. And I want to show you that from the same artist, here's the sun. And here's also an image of a sun from the same artist. So for me, this very much feels like that blood moon. So I want to share with you the message. So this is 3, the Holy Trinity of you, the layers of you. This is an invitation to go big, going all in. Just going all in. It's lifestyle. It's stepping into everything that you desire and want, going all in. Saying yes now. And then we have the peacock with the 9. This is 9 of manifestation, but also we're in the year of 9. 369. It also came forward in the message yesterday with the dragonfly, the 369. We're in the year of 369, and we just had our first 369 date. This 36912, 369, the year 2025 equals 9 cycles in and out. The endings, the new beginnings, the completion of it, but also fractal infinity. Fractal infinity, it's a quantum reality, quantum energy, quantum mechanics in play, electromagnetic in and out. It's a quantum reality. And this is all about the pleasure, or one with your earth experience, the pleasure, the bounty. Earth is also going through this healing, this transformation, this rising up. And so this oneness, the bounty, the healing, the earth force experience. And then we have the full, the zero point of you, the 0 point of everything that's wanted. The full is not foolish or careless. The full is free-spirited, free to be, to go, do, be, and have. The manifester, the knower of what is wanted. And then there is that chariot vibration of momentum, this momentum, the willpower, every word, every thought, right? Creating, stepping into the powerful creator. The rose has been coming forward as well, growth. the sweetness, the aromas. And so really just opening to the pleasure, the bounty, the freedom. Freedom is the vibration. I've been talking about this word prosperity, prosperity and opportunity. Prosperity. Yes, I made it up. Maybe somebody else made it up too, but it is time for all of that. Yes, now to all the desires of your heart. Okay. So let's open our books here because we have two. We're going to read from both of these. I love the part where the author says when the student is ready, the teacher appears, that you're your best teacher. And it's all about growing and growth. So we're not reading cards. We're allowing messages to come forward. So let's go to this 34. And it's interesting because this blood moon is going to happen on March 13th, March 14th, depending on where you are in the world. And it's 34. Now it's 34, 3 plus 4, 7, the seeker. However, if you look at 3, March 3, and 13, 1 plus 3, 4, 3, 4. That's interesting. It's like the date is there. I also love that it's pulling us into this 1, 2, 3, 4 energy. 1, 2, 3, 4 energy as we are moving into March in the next month. April. We're moving into April. We're in March right now. Okay. 34. I did not read this at all before I pushed play. I have not read this. So it's on page 97, 98, and 99. So that's incredible. We had already talked about that 88 and the 9 with the peacock. And this is 88, 99. Those are manifestation numbers. And here we are in the year of 9. So this talks about stagnation. And let's be honest, part of this 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1 energy has been stagnation. I've even been talking about it in the energy updates and the podcast. The podcast are on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, and Patreon at LucidLifeVibes. Stagnation, this delay, defend, vibration, right? The corruption. One example of this is taxes in the United States of America. The stagnation of the money energy flow, the prosperity, the opportunity. Also, I think a lot of us have been feeling the endings without new beginnings. I'm creating this video instead of going live right now because social media. There's just so much lack and limitation with social media and the glitches. And that feels like stagnation. Stagnation is the opposite of growth. Stagnation is the opposite of progress, expansion. And so if you think of growth versus stagnation, that's why the letting go is coming forward, is to let go of the stagnation and allowing that growth. I think also, you know, one of the messages yesterday coming forward was to not hyper focus, to just take a step back. Where you focus your energy is where the energy flows, the attention. However, you know, there can be a hyper focus, this like kind of obsessive. And so you got to relax about it. And, you know, you are a powerful creator, but you can't control everything. And part of this stagnation is what's going on planet Earth. I mean, we're all shifting and changing, but so is planet Earth. And I know we're going through a parasitic cleansing. So maybe part of the blood, right? Maybe there is some blood, sweat, and tears. Maybe you've been creating for years. Maybe it's been decades. And you've been feeling some stagnation. And I just want you to know that you're not alone, and don't take it personally. It doesn't mean you're not a powerful creator, because you are. And when I get to 44 growth, where is it? When I get to 44 growth and read this for you, you're going to love this. Those of you that have gone all in and are creating and you haven't given up on yourself, I have some good news for you. And I want to tell you that it's all worth it, and you're worth it, and you're enough. And you should be proud of yourself for going all in. Your dreams, your manifestations, the desires of your heart, your curiosity, it is worth it. You are worth it. I'm not somebody that settles or gives up. So, okay. I want to talk about just the mushroom in general, because it's interesting with the bleeding tooth. It says, although it looks like, so it's edible and it's medicinal. I don't know if it looks edible, but it's edible and medicinal. Although it looks like something that would be poisonous, the bleeding tooth fungus is completely safe to eat. The pale flesh cap exudes a deep liquid red. It looks like blood and is thought to be a type of sap due to excess water. Underneath, it's covered with small spikes which produce its spores. It says when it matures, it turns into a dull brown mushroom. They use it for a beige dye. So isn't that interesting? It only looks like this when it first fruits, when it's young, and when it's edible. So as it dies away, as it's old, and you probably shouldn't eat it, they use it as a dye, a beige dye. Isn't that incredible? So from bleeding to a beige dye. That's incredible. It makes me think of khaki, like khaki pants, right? Like boring, bland. Beige is pretty bland, right? As far as colors go. That's interesting. Okay. So let's get to the stagnation. Okay, so it's talking about if there's stagnation going on. The bleeding tooth is asking you where you need to shift stagnant energy. Yeah, so it talks about asking questions. And I think that's powerful when you can really ask questions. But also, I think the messages that have come forward about letting go and shifting your focus to where you're not focused on the stagnation or the bleeding. That you can shift your focus and you can relax so that you can allow the growth. And so I'm feeling there's a message of surrender. Surrender to whatever's happening and be open to learning whatever lessons and open to whatever is happening so that you can shift that energy and allow it to, I keep getting blood, sweat, and tears. To let it go. Take your focus off of that so that you can see something new. And that's that letting go. Okay, let's move over to 44, the toadstool because I'm excited to read this for you. I really am. Here it is, 44. I'm going to be reading from page 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Amazing. And it was 30 minutes and 11 seconds into this video when I said that. The spirit of the toadstool says, beneath the surface of your life, miraculous changes are occurring. Something you thought was ordinary is in fact remarkable. You're in a time of rapid growth. Get ready and hang on for the ride. Yeah. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. You can relax about it. You can relax into the growth. So I wasn't going to do this, but I'm really feeling it. Let's ask for a message from the mushrooms. Let's just do it. Since the mushrooms are coming forward, let's ask for a message from the mushrooms. Well, that was... Oh my goodness. It's the ghost mushroom. Oh my goodness. Let me show you. All of them look like this. They all look like this. There's only one ghost mushroom, and it's shine. Oh my goodness. It's 17. Wow. Absolutely wow. Okay, so the 7 has been coming forward. The 7 has been coming forward, but the 17 has been repeating. Oh my goodness, the 17. And so Monday is 3/17. I've really been excited, like this new excitement over the 17th and whatever the 17 is that's coming forward. Shine, shine, allowing yourself to shine, allowing this full blood moon to shine. What do you want? Allowing you to shine. What brings you to life? What lights you up? Holding the vision, holding the vibration for yourself, but also shifting your focus, your attention. Allowing yourself to shine. I love this so much, and I love you so much. Thank you for following. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking this video. Thank you for sharing this video. I still go live on Rumble and TikTok sometimes, but social media, it's been crazy. And so I've been allowing myself to shine as well. And I'm so glad that you were just a little part of the shine today by being here with me. So thank you for shining. For you. And by shining for yourself, you shine for others. So allow yourself to shine bright. You're like the sun. Your rays, your waves, they shine on to everyone. I'm sending you the purest of love. I'll see you tomorrow.